Can't believe there wasn't anything down here. It's usually a place where there would be Witcher gear or something. At least a treasure chest. Damn, that looks cool. They did an excellent job with the level of detail on distant buildings. Could be that they, in the next gen update, just didn't do level of detail objects. And that's just 100% it. Ah, that can't be it. Unless they have a draw distance of behind buildings or such. I think there's a seam over there. The last exploits of Selena's gang. Mosquito. Oh, there's a lot to read here apparently. Emily Collat came from far off Azeroth and died during a Hansa raid. Well, Azeroth, that's World of Warcraft. Or rather, Warcraft. Oh. Wonder what the reference is. Madeline Sick died hunched over her ledger muttering, "Just one more table." Yeah, that's an Excel reference or a Civilization reference. Just one more turn. Alexander Lebian Aime died while attempting to rob Jacob G. Woodcutter. Blaise Augustine, philosopher, at the stars once too often. Gregory Lavere, stabbed by an unsatisfied customer. Dominic Gunch, slave driver, fell during an uprising of her charges. Matthias Duda, knight kind-hearted friends, vicious to enemies. Christophe Chu traveled from Feathers to the continent, found it so much to his liking he stayed until he died. Loud music. Marquis de Danic. Wait, I can explain everything. Caroline Satire. Just what don't you fucking understand, you fucking cunt? Oh, that's C star, so I don't know what that could be. You cook? I don't know. She said to her cat, "Oh, you fucking cat," she said to her cat when refused to fetch a stick, working her into a fatal rage. Nicholas Sude, come on, one more for the road. It's kind of poetic. Thomas Murray, professor. Ellers Crane, alder ein goldenævde, ellers alder nankroson, klosan a elien.
Inscriptions in elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dol Nevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin.
Patrick Mullins talked himself to death. The stream of disease. Martin Blanc, head of the Beauclair League of Bards. Philip Tisserand, collector wished to blades. Only had one, but tried very hard. Martin Callacott, killed by his own ambitions. Ilchrondel, princess from a land far across the seas. David Trias died as he lived quietly. Pierre maybe and Alexander perhaps barely knew each other and their love was all the deeper for it. And there's a secret hidden treasure down here. Letter soaked through and falling apart, can barely be read. Bruce, don't do anything stupid. I know you buried Selena at the Beauclerc cemetery along with the rest of the loot from our last heist. Remember, we deserve a cut of that too, so don't be an idiot. We all know you were her lover, but remember she was also the leader of our gang, and that's what really counts. Never got our share for knocking over that jeweler Maffensberg's shop, so burying Selena with all the loot is pure daggassery. Those treasures belong to all of us. Let's meet up and split things in honest fashion. Don't drown yourself in the lake or hang yourself from any branch you choose. Robin. That's hidden in Selena's grave. It's apparently over here somewhere. Phoenix Duvant, Hanya Kwapyak, Pierre Framboche. Together lived, together they created, and together they died. Louder. Kaspar Nipukoshchinsky, architect. I don't understand what's the problem here. You ask me, in my opinion, when you look at it from this angle, it's not half bad. All the sacks, Daddy's post. Gavroche fell to the ground. Bartolome de Hoteman died searching for the promised lands. Arnaud Habenqui, this dangerous killer long awaited the law, died in prison, convicted of tax evasion. Premex Savini died during a hunger strike. That's creepy. Thomas Carat, huckster, always wanted to come to his own funeral, and did. Pablo Sabik, knight and handyman, there was no fee he couldn't unseat, nor does he a door he couldn't fix. Let's find this treasure.
Feeling
Stock
peckish?
send a whip
Head to
away
the pheasant.
those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Ah, one sec. Let's make sure the NVIDIA broadcast is working. Seems to be, but yeah, it's working. La la la. Alright, been here. Would it be downstairs, maybe? I think it is, because of that.
Greetings and welcome.
Because we found those grave robbers earlier. With the letter on it from the gang. Might just be this one down here. Cat on it. Oh, I got the key now. That's right. Nice cat. Turn and face is strange. Oh, wrong way.
Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead.
Up here on the cobblestones.
Damn it. Trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Won't learn anything else here. Map tracing you'll have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
Not that one, is it? Old mysterious map on mainland. That's the one with the hairdresser. I think all the others have been read already.
Site marked on the map's all wet now. Solvatur flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
Alright. We only have that quest up there. Then we have this one over here, or this one over here. I want to cross a lake, so let's go over here. To reaches. Fast travel there. Had some business in town to solve before I went back. Is this door open now? It is, okay. Something's bubbling. It's always such a nice sound.
Think your friend's hand'll make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True. But I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world. One among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
Doesn't has a hat on it.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt, but you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land unknown other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Meteorite pickaxe. Interesting.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead.
Nothing new.
Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
I need to remove it. What is she doing? Oh, lighting stuff.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow. You just smell the blood.
Whoa! What? What? I don't even know. Did I get stuck on some terrain or something? Well, I can just skip the cinematic.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow. We just smelled the blood.
Okay. Each hit is 50% of my health. I think I just got hit twice there. Leather? That's not interesting at all. That is... wow. Okay. Either overtuned or Death March just hits that hard. Not overtuned, unattuned. Is there anything else I can do to prolong my life? Maybe this. Oh, there. Maybe. That's the one that. Yeah, there we go. 2 health potions.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to. We must
Yeah, one hit just depleted so much.
Just smell the blood.
Fuck!
Good, because I can hear more coming.
If a ghoul does drive by, I'm dead. Like there. kinda can. Oh shit. Hopefully that's enough.
That's it. He's transformed.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me,
We need not discuss it.
but we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture,
What would you have done?
found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Resonance, it's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a moment. You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
The council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff?
Oh, that's a.
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You writhed like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
What about the note?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Andrew Stopper, Ducal Intermediary. Love of Nilfgaardian spice biscuits. Oh, I wonder if that's Abstonia, kinda. Primitive levels Wushuk, heroic hunter of insects and pests, spent his whole life exterminating bugs, now he lies in the earth among them. Thomas Mark Keep it, kitten. Oh yeah, died fighting with word and blade. Martina Lipinska, engineer and puck lover, solved the most obtuse technical problems in all the duchy with the grace of ballerina. Those not pucks. What's that? It's a big crab, I think. Sleeping though. Entrance underneath. Oh, oh. Oh, wait, drowner. Up or down? Down, looks like. Might not be the entrance then. Yes. Lots of die. Locked key required. Quest marker's not updated either, so I might be missing something. Not like there's anything over there, is there? Need to get up anyway. Get some fresh air. Please get up. Stuck in someone. Portal. Huh. Bit of a yawn. Let's get my usual decoction back. And we can do this instead. Oh, game crashed. Never know what to say as it seems. Okay. So cute. Oh, it took a while before a crash loaded in. So curious. The crashes don't make any sense. They just happen randomly. It's not like I'm doing something specific or something specific is being loaded in or something like that. Oh, it's a bear. It's a sleeping bear. Awake bear now, apparently. What's shooting downwards? This fella. getting closer. There we go. Just there. Don't care about all the chests, I just want to go in here. And save. I was about to comment that it's really cool that water is coming through.
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Everything's lit, at least. Probably not a golem. That did sound like golem.
Implanted spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got.
Ow. Didn't sprint properly. What's down here? Found the right way. There's a chest over there. Some vein over there. Copper ore. Oh, okay.
Liked cats.
Fuck, they hurt. Trap, maybe? It does look like I need to go down. Or it came out over there.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least. Giant stone sphere crushes everything in its path. Subtle.
Professor Murray's diary. Since certain suspicions should individuals have begun hanging around outside my laboratory, I have been forced to implement additional security measures. I suspect they are but common criminals looking for something shiny to steal and have no real interest in my research, but better safe than sorry. Furthermore, on the advice of an engineer acquaintance of mine, I have decided to secure the premises with a simple mechanical apparatus. In one of the rooms along the route to the laboratory, I have installed a mechanism for locking and unlocking the doors, which is operated by pressing 4 protruding stones placed high up on the walls. You can bypass this lock with ease by using a simple spell, but a common thief will be faced with a double challenge. First, you must notice those stones, you must lock the purpose, then you must find a way to press them. It seemed like Professor Morroy was killed here by a rolling boulder, or maybe the grave robber had the diary. The stone's up there.
Whoever was here must have scaled that wall, evaded the panthers.
Can't really do that in this game, can I?
Oh crap. Didn't I just do this?
Oh, rope. Okay. No special order then?
Did it. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Impressive. This just decoration, or...
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You are not welcome.
Yeah, figured as much.
They all seem to go up there, maybe.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
Trial and error.
Damn it, back where I started. Damn it, back where I started.
Which one did I choose?
Some clue around here.
This one?
Damn it, back where I started.
Which one did I take? The right behind me? Yes, I did. Okay, so it's not this one. Could be this one again, but you never know.
Right, now to find the next portal.
Nope.
Damn it, back where I started.
Some clue. Is anything?
Right, now to find the next portal.
Something that makes it look different. Oh, well, I can't really get over that, can I? Oh. Maybe I can climb up there. I don't think so, though.
Statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe?
I did not. Oh, this statue. Let's try. Okay, so he's pointing that. Okay, I thought this was the same room as before. Okay, it's not. Could be pointing up here, could point down there.
Right, now to find the next portal.
He's pointing over there. Oh.
Must be where Moreau had his lab.
I still level up. Attacked.
Guess guessing this man didn't come here willingly. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Empty. Wonder who's kept in here. Just need to pick an entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
The last crystal.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
I go back down.